Mic check, mic check. All right. Had to double check that the audio wasn't coming through. But let's see. Mic check, mic check, mic check. It's just weird. I'm trying to get rid of some feedback on my end. All right. Last mic check's coming in. Make sure everything still looks like it's coming in clearly. It looks like it is. And we're hitting here our final countdown towards the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Baltimore Ravens here in Tampa. I'm going to slide off stream here for one last partake, and then we'll get right to it, guys. My mic's been muted this whole time. Oh my god. So now that you can hear me and my mic's not muted anymore. God. I've been going for straight past 5 minutes now, basically, talking about this game. So let's talk about this again. So for anyone that has been paying didn't hear me when I was talking earlier. Um Baltimore, of course, is having their predict the roster finalization where you try to guess all 53 roster spots. With that being said, I have looked over the roster. I've got 48 locked, basically. The question becomes where these other roster spots go. Um, so big things to keep an eye on tonight, guys, is going to be offensive line. Ben Cleveland, who plays guard for us, he's been on the trade block candidacy for a little bit. Like dude's like 6'6", 370, something like that. They call him the Mountain. Also, will Baltimore keep a dedicated center back up, aka Mustafa? And it's official, guys. We're not going to see Lamar Jackson tonight. So cry a little bit. We kind of estimated that based upon John Harbaugh's response. Reporters asked him recently at the press conference, if you weren't aware. They said, John Harbaugh, is Lamar Jackson going to play in the final preseason game? And he responded with, well, Lamar wants to play if you ask him. So basically, Lamar wanted to play. Coaching said, nah, we're shutting you down completely till regular season. So that's definitely going to be something to keep an eye on. Of course, the next question is, does Baltimore keep three quarterbacks on the roster this year? Of course, Lamar Jackson and Huntley are locks. Will Johnson be the quarterback three on the roster? Keep a keen eye here tonight on the running back battle between Melvin Gordon and Keaton Mitchell, the undrafted rookie free agent out of East Carolina. I'm rooting for Mitchell in that fight. The fullback thing. So Patrick Ricard has actually been practicing at offensive line. Um, so do they use an offensive line spot for him and then carry Ben Mason as the fullback? I'm really interested to see how that's about to turn out. One of the other key positions we identified here that to keep an eye on is going to be actually backup defensive line. So the names we're looking at are Caesar, Nichols, and Blackman, who Blackman's been flying under my radar a little bit. Just because they've got on the roster Clowney listed as a D end, I think. I don't buy it. He's technically going to take a outside linebacker spot more than likely to fill out that. So and just his size, I think he's like barely 260 if I remember correctly, and then 3'4" it doesn't really work. Maybe in like pass rush. But anyway, moving on from that, the next course is our cornerback room. Of course, the Ravens have had a little bit of injuries going on at the cornerback position. My boy Jalen Armour Davis, Alabama corner, is I think going to be coming back and being healthy this year. Or I'm sorry, not this year, for this game. So hopefully we're going to see him. Eyes to keep on if Darby, our recent free agent signing, gets any snaps. Arthur Mollett and of course Kayvon Seymour. Like we said, there's about 5 roster spots that when I examine this roster that are up for grabs tonight when I'm trying to predict the 53-man roster. Of course, got to throw Ardarius Washington and Caillou Blue Kelly into that. I doubt the Ravens would ever cut Caillou after drafting him. And interesting middle linebacker depth. So, of course, everyone knows Roquan PQ Smith. Trenton Simpson was drafted in the 3rd round this year. And we have Malik Harrison, the former 4th round Ohio State product. So that's starting 4. But Delshon Phillips is listed pretty high on the depth chart. Has flashed in preseason. And, of course, there's the undrafted rookie free agent, Ross, from last year, who made the roster but then went down to injury quickly. So more players to keep eyes on here. Of course, for those that are joining us, Lamar Jackson will not be playing tonight. That is definitely, I'm very interested because, to get no snaps before the season, really. But this, of course, adds to the story of, does Baltimore carry 3 quarterbacks on the roster this year? like I said, out of the five positions, it's gonna get interesting. So one thing, while I was muted, I want to take note of. So Demarius Williams, aka Pepe Williams, the cornerback, having to go undergo ankle surgery. However, since he took snaps in training camp, from my knowledge, he's not eligible for NF the injury list. So he has to be carried into the regular season on the roster before he can be placed on IR. So a big thing, guys, for if you're a Raven part of the Ravens flock and doing the prediction of the Ravens roster coming up due here in I think the next few days. Uh, Even though Demarion Williams is injured, he is going to have to be carried on the roster before he can be moved to IR. But I'm telling you guys, looking over this roster, I am so excited for this season. I don't think I've been this excited as a Ravens fan. And I know like a lot of people say that over time, but people that know me know I'm very realistic about my Ravens. Like, if I don't think we're gonna win, I'd be like, man, I'd love a win, but let's be honest here. They're finally finishing up all the pre-game crap, and hopefully we'll get to actual live game coverage here shortly. For anyone dropping in, thanks for dropping in. I noticed it didn't update my alert box or my event list. We got a new follower recently. Let me pull that up if I can while I have the moment. We're on a commercial break. So, of course, other subscribers that it has not shown on my event list. Sorry that it has not shown you. Shout out to Shelly Hunt, UC Queen, and Bebop Jones coming in and subscribing to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Uh, After that, it goes back to Mercedes Zach 86 and all of the ones that it does show. To anyone that subscribed and it's not showing in my event list, I greatly apologize for it. I don't know why it hasn't updated. Damn you, Streamlabs. Damn you. But for anyone joining, let me know. Are you part of Raven Flock? Who's your team? Are you part of Buccaneers Nation? I'm literally 2 hours from this game right now, to be honest with you. Or no, I'm sorry. It's 2.5, 3 here in Florida. Hey, my boy Chimera in the chat. He said he can't stay long, but he'll hang out for a little bit. Chimera is one of our resident Bill fans. He's been one of my OGs for a while. He's going to be having content, I think, starting original comic book and music content, if I'm not mistaken, in approximately 140 days is your pre-debut. Good luck to Chimera on his debut whenever he does do it. Oh, man. Ingram's got 375 people watching right now. Sip2 Tally's got 52. But I got the greatest two right here. Right, guys? Pandering. A little bit of ass kissing and pandering. But let me know, guys, if I'm kind of like, I've always a little bit rooted for Baker, but man, I don't expect him to be the franchise guy down here in Tampa. They're definitely a franchise that's in a weird position. We kind of talked about them a little bit in the offseason. Of course, with the retirement of Tom Brady and the cap kind of exploded on them, they had to make some tough roster cuts and decisions. And okay, we're getting it in now. All of the starters are starting for Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay, okay. Rashad White getting the start. It looks like a halfback for the Buccaneers. I will admit the Buccaneers were able to retain more players than I thought they were going to be able to when they had to release some of them. They did. Some of them came right back, honestly. So Devin Tompkins back deep here for the Buccaneers, ready to receive the kick, and we're almost ready here to get started. Tucker shaking it out a little bit. All hail the Tucker. Yes, he is a Hall of Fame kicker. The opera singer himself. Awesome, Chimera. Me too, man. I got to make sure I stay on top of it and find some more people. And, of course, touchback here for Justin Tucker to start it off. And Baker Mayfield coming out for the Tampa Bay offense. I'm definitely interested to see who we got coming in here for Baltimore. I'm pretty sure I just watched Caillou Blue Kelly run into the huddle, which of course is one of the guys we're really watching. I think he's a roster lock because, the draft pick used, but I'm just interested to watch his development and growth tonight. First snap here coming for Baker. Rolling, pressure already, and is that Mullet? Nope, that's Daryl Worley with the tackle. Godwin. And of course, like we just mentioned, Tampa Bay Buccaneers are starting their starting offense tonight. It's definitely clear Baltimore's already got like third stringers in there, aka Dirt. I think just saw Daryl Worley starting on the outside to the left. For anyone joining us, thanks for joining us tonight. We greatly appreciate it. Let me know, you part of Ravens Nation or who's your team? Baker taking the second snap here. Looks like handoff goes up the middle. Delshon Phillips up there in the middle with Blackman and Ojabo on the tackle. So there's Blackman, who we mentioned earlier in our defensive line battle for the 53-man roster tonight. Definitely keep an eye on him, and Delshon Phillips as well for the middle linebacker. 3rd and 4 upcoming for the Buccaneers. Shotgun snap. Baker got some time. Little dump off throw to White, and definitely going to be short. Delshon Phillips and Malik Harrison on the tackle. Again, Delshon Phillips quickly showing up on the tape here. Might have a really, hard way to the roster, considering, you've got 3 that are a lock and usually only carry 4 inside linebackers. But is Malik Harrison's job up for grabs tonight potentially? And punt upcoming here for the Buccaneers, and we're going to get the first look, I'm guessing, at Johnson tonight. Fair catch, Tylan Wallace, and Baltimore going to start off, looks like around the 20-yard line. I can say with confidence there is absolutely no. So Chimera joked it's only right now that the Ravens lose 24 preseason games in a row. I can say with absolute confidence, Chimera, that will never come true. That will never come true. Baltimore is too well run of an organization through and through. All right, first snap here for Baltimore. Josh Johnson here hits Kolar, who came into the backfield. Ooh. Something to pay attention to, guys. So Charlie Kolar, the tight end right there, started out wide in what was a double stack set on stacks on each side. He moved into the backfield in like a fullback position and then just absolutely destroyed the linebacker matched up on him coming out of the backfield right there on just like a little out route, essentially. Another 1st and 10 upcoming here for Josh Johnson. Pocket collapsing, gets a throw off. Ooh! What a dime to Tylan Wallace across the middle. Pretty large gain, and Josh Johnson, the Ravens, moving. Josh Johnson stays in the pocket, delivers a dime. That is textbook throw, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we got Mustapher starting at the center and Ben Cleveland at right guard. Something to definitely keep an eye on. Who do we have at left guard? Looks like Valu, the rookie we took earlier this in the draft. Josh Johnson going deep left. Got his man. Is that Prochet? James Prochet with a good route. Looked like a little corner route on the left side. excuse me, Prochet definitely had a rough preseason so far. I've always been a fan of him. I love the young man. He might be out of a job this year, and it's going to be really sad. No matter what, I wish James Prochet the best. No matter what team he lands on, I think he could be a great asset to a lot of teams in the NFL, especially as a small slot guy. Johnson throwing again. Got a man over the middle. That's Laquan Treadwell, and that's a touchdown. And the Baltimore Ravens are already up 6-0 with 11:16 here in the first. I think Baltimore trying to make a statement right now about their passing game. I don't know about what y'all think, but wow. Just destroys Devin White, the starting linebacker. That is Baltimore's third stringers that just look like they kind of beat some of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I just want to make sure that's known. Tampa Bay definitely looking like they not going to be able to stop too many people this season. And of course, Tucker is good. I don't even know why I even put 6-0. I should have just kept that 7-0, ladies and gentlemen. Funny, Josh Johnson actually played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, so a little bit of revenge here in this game. But Baltimore definitely coming out with a statement here. Just nothing but passes, not even running the ball. We're already seeing a lot of the names that we mentioned in the before the game started when we're talking or predicting the 53-man roster that are showing up already off the rip, guys. We might have to try to pay a little more attention to the interior offensive linemen, specifically the guard and center battle, with Mustafa being at the starting center, Valu on the left, and Cleveland on the right. High chance Baltimore just keeps everybody, to be honest with you. It's going to be rough. Baker Mayfield revenge tour. We'll see. We'll see. I would love to understand what happened to that young man. Did he pull a Johnny Manziel? Did he just not put in the effort? Like, was he too busy making commercials, which was always the inside joke? If Baker Mayfield spent as much time on football as he did making commercials, he might have been successful. Now, again, I don't really know the inside story, being a little judgmental there, but we having some drink tonight in our Charm City Football Cup that we got at the Baltimore Ravens stadium practice. I want y'all to know, I was so burnt at that practice that I almost had secondary burns. My burns are still healing from the stadium practice, guys. Thanks, everyone, dropping in. Let me know. Be part of my Ravens flock or be part of this weird Tampa Bay nation. But like I said, Baltimore is coming out making a statement. I'm really excited to watch a little more of this because, again, we're trying to predict the 53-man roster. And there's definitely some big battles that we're about to see tonight. I'm actually excited that they're playing their starters because it means these backups on defense, like our corners, hopefully are going to see, some actual fights. Especially being down, it's going to force Baker and them to start throwing the ball. So I'm kind of excited about that because we need to test some of these younger corners a bit more before we get into the NFL regular season. Of course, we're on commercial break. Oh, I wonder, I should have had my Streamlabs up. I need to start doing some polls. Where do you think Jonathan Taylor's landing, ladies and gentlemen? All right, we're getting back here to the action. Tompkins on the return. Looks like he got a good return. Oh, Baltimore lost outside containment on the left side of the field. Tucker having to push him out. I don't ever want to see Justin Tucker having to make a tackle in preseason. I don't care how light a tackle it is. No. Don't even put that man in harm's way. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 11:08 on the clock. Mayfield still in there. Dumps it off. Gets it over the middle. Almost looked like someone had a hand on him. Tyree Phillips. I'm sorry, not Tyree. Delshon Phillips. Tyree was our former guard. My apologies. Watching here. Someone was, I don't think, in their right. Yeah, I don't know. It's a zone coverage, so it's kind of hard to tell, like, where the assignment was. I think Delshon, but it looks like there was a crosser, so tough one here. Looks like Ojabo's getting plenty of snaps here. White, good run up the middle. Looks like a gain of 9 on the play. Tampa Bay getting a little bit of momentum here. Trying to get an eye on who these defensive linemen are in there right now. Delshon. Seeing Delshon all the time. Oh, little hurry up going on. Baker looking a little quick out. Got it. Good tackle by Caillou on the play there. But, of course, I would have loved to have seen him actually make a competitive play on the ball. But, you know. Ojabo, like I said, getting lots of snaps here on the right side. I'm very excited to see Odafe Owe and David Ojabo. Our terrible O's on the outside. Like I said, I want to get some Owe Ojabo chance going here in the season. But Tampa Bay moving down the field, 1st and 10. Ooh, little tied in end around. And he gets the first down. Hashtag add that to the playbook. I talked about it a little bit in some of our other videos, guys. I would expect some more tight end screens out of this Todd Monken offense. Just historically, looking at what Todd Monken did at the University of Georgia, he really utilized Washington as well as the other. I forgot the other tight end's name, who's going to be probably the first tight end in the draft next year, first round pick. Who was the best tight end in the nation last year, if I'm not mistaken, 900 something receiving yards. Quick little screen here by Mayfield. Ooh! One of the Baltimore corners just got absolutely pancaked. Was that 29? They're going to show it. Yep, Ardarius Washington. Oh. Guys, Ardarius just got pancaked. That was not a good look. Not a good look. As someone that's fighting for a roster spot, he got owned. Looks like good communication here by the Baltimore DBs. Baker looking end zone. Got a man. Godwin abusing Caillou Blue Kelly looks like now. Now, like, of course, that's a rookie against a veteran, like, number 1 receiver for the or 2 for the Buccaneers, but still, I'd love to see the young man step up a little bit there. Looks like he's getting abused. Ooh, good jump attempt there. Sneaks it in between Caillou Blue Kelly and Geno Stone. But again, thanks for everyone for dropping in. And with that, we're at a tie game. Tampa Bay 7, Baltimore 7. And we're going to see Josh Johnson hopefully come back here out for Baltimore. And let's see if this passing attack continues, if they just do nothing but passes. I hope that doesn't continue in the regular season, like some Greg Roman shit. But let's get that op score up before I get yelled at. Oh, damn you commercials. But I'd be very interested to see where everyone thinks. Like, case in point, where's Jonathan Taylor headed? If I've got Ravenflock, what do you think's going on? I would love to know if y'all just saw what I saw. Like I said, Ardarius got pancaked on that screenplay prior to the touchdown throw. And like I said, it looks like Caillou Blue Kelly's just getting abused right now out there. I hope the young man, just keep fighting. It happens. You're a young rook. Keep doing your thing. But man, I really don't know where to go, guys, on this roster prediction. Like I said earlier, we identified 48 players that are locked for the Baltimore roster, leaving 5 spots open. I wonder if we're going to see anyone traded last minute like Tyree Phillips was last year, the guard that was sent to the New York Giants. There's been a lot of talk about Ben Cleveland being shipped off like that. I don't know, man. I might keep him. It might be crazy, but I might go a little heavy on the offensive line. Chimera said, knowing our luck, Taylor is going to wind up with the damn Dolphins. You might be right about that, Chimera. You might be right. There's been a lot of talk about that. There's been a lot of talk about the Taylor Swift backfield of Philly. That really could happen because Philly's been pushing draft assets into the future for quite some time. Uh, Philly's done a pretty good job in their draft builds. For all the Ravens fans, I'm really not looking forward to the Steelers. They looked pretty good last night. And if you watched any of our live draft coverage, I know it was kind of long when we were live, but the Steelers kind of nailed their draft, in my opinion. They were taking players left and right. The Bengals got a few of the players that I really liked. But I think Zay Flowers is going to be electric this year. Like, mm, and the next gen stats show some really interesting things about him. Like his percentile for change of direction has been always been next level, like always, and that's why they call him joystick. Like he's gonna fucking put some people on skates this year. But all right, touchback here for the Baltimore Ravens. Um, I mean Baker just went 6 of 6 for 42 yards and a touchdown. Baker didn't look too bad. Um, but let's see how Baltimore responds. We're about to get here in just a moment. I just wish I had more Baltimore Raven fans to discuss with. I'd love to get on Coach's show sometime. I'd love to talk with Ingram sometime. But they're big shots. So Kolar in motion, play action. Johnson having to roll right. Oh man, right on his ankle shoestring tackle. But Johnson looks like he gets about 3 yards maybe on the play. Good hustle effort, whoever that was by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I thought it was like 91. Yeah, Chimera. I don't know if you watched. I forgot the guy's name on TikTok. I follow him on my YouTube as well. He did a really good little comedy skit about the Taylor Swift backfield. But 2nd and 8 upcoming here. And again, we're seeing a lot of tight end motions. I love motion. It makes a quarterback's job easier. And that's going to be Melvin Gordon with the first run for the Baltimore Ravens, but we've got a flag on the play. Hey, we've got Loyal Jones in the chat. Says, hey, I love the Ravens. I hope we win. Thanks for joining us tonight, Loyal. Welcome, part of the Ravens flock. I hope we win. I hope we start our new win streak. Every win streak must come to an end. But every win streak also must start. Clip that. But so hopefully we're starting a new 24 win streak. Hopefully we're starting a 25 win streak. Josh Johnson rolling right. Oh, there's like a little tight end screen. Not quite, but it was a tight end, looks like delayed release as he rolled out. Kolar, though, looking great. We were really excited for him last year. For anyone that doesn't know, too, I went to CCU, Chanticleer, so we are huge Isaiah Likely fans on this channel, and we will forever be Isaiah Likely fans. We also were huge Lorenzo Taliaferro fans when he was on the Ravens as well, former Coastal Carolina Chanticleer. Yeah, bench warmer Braun. Thank you, Chimera. 2nd and 4, quarterback draw. Ooh! And a blitzer. Triad, Shalika. I guess that's who was applying pressure earlier, but I don't know if that's a I don't know if that's a design run or if just a blown play and he takes off, but not a good look there. And I don't ever like to see our quarterback take a hit like that. Yeah, Loyal Jones. Loyal Jones says, I mean, no one has ever come close. And he's talking about our 24-game win streak. It's not even close. 3rd and 8. Big 3rd and 8 here. I'm watching the interior offensive line. Like I said, that's one of our big camp battles that we're paying attention to. Pressure coming to the left. Picked up well. Oh, looked like Cleveland lost his man at right guard. Oh! Sorry. Off the hands of multiple players. It looked like there was a stunt picked up well by Mustafa and Lavalu on the left side. Here we go. Yeah, Ben Cleveland just got beat badly, guys. Oh, Cleveland beat bad. I'm taking my notes here. But hey, Daniel Barry Sports, welcome in tonight. Thanks for dropping in. Uh, Punt here coming from Jordan Stout. My God, the air on that kick! What a spin! Let's go! What a great punt. A sky punt with a backspin. The Tampa Bay Buccaneer returner lets it go and it stops dead. Looks like it stops somewhere about the 4 to 5 yard line for the Baltimore Ravens. Oh, love me some Jordan Stout. I've actually got some great video from when I went to the training camp practice where he was just booming them guys. Like, and actually, I sent recently. I'll have it posted probably on Twitter later. There's a NFL and punters kicker camp, and recently Jordan Stout was there, and they have a kicking metric, um, basically distance and hang time, and they evaluate it and put it on a score. And of course, Jordan Stout won, and not only did he win, but the guy even was mentioned. He's like, that's one of the highest scores I think we've ever had. So I'm excited to share that. I'll probably have that up on Twitter here. Let's see if I can get it up now, actually. If you don't follow me already, guys, Darwin's Raven 20 on Twitter. Should be the same picture as my YouTube channel. I should say X. I hate calling it X. I don't think I'll ever call it X. I sent it to my boy Brian Culp, who's one of our 49er content creators. And because he's a big special teams guy. But I'm going to try to share it right now, actually, on Twitter. Give me one moment here. Gotta love how it works. Let's see if we can get this shared. Let's see if that shares correctly. Of course not. Post. I bet you I can find it on YouTube. Sorry, we're on another commercial break here, guys. So I wish we had a little more here to cover. Okay, we're getting back here. Kyle Trask looks like he's coming in now here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So Baker's done for the night. Looks like we got a handoff to Rashad White up the middle and another good straw and run. Who is playing defensive tackle right now because they are gutting us up the middle. Oh, Travis Jones, good push, but just doesn't get there. Nichols gets washed away in the backside, it looked like. Wow, another big run. They are killing us up the middle right now. Handoff, going up the middle again, and man, they are just, like I said, attacking the middle for us. Chimera says 2023 MVP prediction. I I know this might sound biased, but you got to put Lamar Jackson up there. Um, Patrick Mahomes is always got to be in the conversation. of think I'm more on the NFC side. Oh, wide open, and Kyle Trask misses, man. Oh, wide open, and Kyle Trask just misses him. Rough one. Christian McCaffrey, MVP conversation. Sorry, something fell behind me. Scared the living piss out of me. Good pressure there on the right side by the Ravens. I mean, Jalen's going to be in the conversation. I know it's sad to say, but most of them is going to be quarterbacks. I think Christian McCaffrey might want to be the few exceptions there. Trask got a man over the middle and converted the 3rd and 7. First and 10 here for Kyle Trask. Strong right formation. The motion left. Handoff again going up the middle. And Malik Harrison misses it. But Geno Stone and is that Ross, I think, makes the tackle. Man, I'm just seeing so many up and downs for these roster bubble guys for Baltimore. Like, I'll give you Prescott. That might be a sleeper pick. I know you're gonna hate me, Chimera, but I'm not sure on your boy Allen. Nothing against him. Like he's not taking a step back or anything. But it's for me, it's a question of have y'all really done anything else? And I think you're potentially a few bad games away from your locker room having some issues. I know that might sound crazy, but I feel like if y'all continue to miss the playoff, y'all miss or don't go far in the playoffs this year, I think your locker room's gonna have some issues unless there's some coaching problem. Oh, Rashad White, 2 spin moves made nothing into something there. Good to see Jalen Armour Davis in there. We're keeping a heavy eye on my boy Jalen. Caesar getting pushed around a little bit. Darius Washington having to come in and make a tackle. Rashad White looks like he is in full form right now. Kyle Trask. Ooh. Jalen makes an aggressive play on the ball but misses the tackle. You got to make the tackle, young man. And like the announcers are saying, the Baltimore secondary is kind of getting gouged a little bit. But Jalen broke on that ball really well. Just slightly off. Take a little bit maybe better angle where you can play the ball at the receiver as well simultaneously. Because he had a good arm swipe there. But lead it into a tackle as well, young man. Fake toss. Little throw and got a man. Geno Stone on the tackle. And, Geno Stone looked like he kind of a little upset right there. He's throwing some hands kind of up, and I think he's a little upset someone probably didn't go where they were supposed to go. Tavius Robinson applying some good pressure, put a hand up, but missed it. 2nd and 2 coming for Buccaneers. Welcome into the chat, Brian Culp, one of our other big 49er content creators. Definitely take a look at his channel if you haven't already. We joined him for a morning talk show today. Oh! What a catch. A bad throw, but a great catch by number 10 of the Buccaneers. The former Baltimore Raven, Ryan Jensen, giving his quarterback some words right there of encouragement, it looked like. But my God. Ooh. Matched up on Caillou Blue Kelly, left him, and just jumped over another man. Someone looked like they were in the wrong place there. But my God. We mentioned it earlier. Caillou Blue Kelly looks like he's getting abused right now in this game. Throw, and that's a touchdown. Geno Stone looks very disappointed. And with that, Tampa Bay is going to take the lead, guys. Pending the PAT, that is going to be Tampa Bay 14, Baltimore 7. Like they're saying, guys, the Baltimore secondary is kind of getting abused right now. Now, of course, this kind of is like starters and second strings, kind of. Maybe a little third string against like our deep third, like we mentioned, Tampa Bay started their starters. Baltimore didn't start their starters, other than maybe Ojabo. But technically, it's Tyus's job, so um, this is like I said, it's gonna be interesting. I'm looking for one of these guys to step up. Geno Stone's just having to make tackles left and right. I don't think it's his coverage problem. I think it's general, Let's take a look here at this. Geno takes off. Yeah, Geno's too late on the rotation. That's 100% Geno Stone's fault. And that's something I mentioned last year. People talked a lot. I love Geno Stone. I think he's a good, but I feel like he's a lot of times one step behind. But he has great ball skills, and I love ball skills in a defensive back. But he's usually like one step behind, so he gets a lot of tackles. But sometimes if your defensive backs are having tackles, that's not a good sign. Oh, no problem, Bryant. Says, sorry I'm late. Did Baker play? Bryant Baker did play. He came out, opened up, I think, 6 of 6 for 46 yards and a touchdown, I believe. So he played pretty well. Now, again, mind you, like I just mentioned, he was playing against Baltimore's like third string corners, and like Chris Godwin was starting against Caillou Blue Kelly, the Stanford kid, who I know you know as a UCLA Bruin fan. So it was, the number 2 wide receiver for them, one of their fastest guys against a Stanford rookie that was a 6th round pick, I believe, was 6th, 7th. Yo, Kyle Trask just chugged a blue Gatorade and now he's drinking yellow Gatorade. That is a crime. Pick a flavor. Pick a color, I should say. Fucking Florida people. As someone that lives in Florida now, I can attest. Fucking Florida people are weird. But I'm actually like 2 hours from this game right now. Me and my girlfriend had serious discussions about going and watching this game. But with the trips to Baltimore training camp that we discussed, we ended up opting out of it. Brian, we talked about that. Bryant says, I think Baker will be good for Tampa. We talked about that a little earlier, how, like, me and you discussed, like, kind of like Baker Mayfield, but, like, what happened, man? And there's always the joke, if Baker had spent as much time as he did on commercials, on football, he might have been a perennial Pro Bowler. But, Baker, I thought, when I did my draft analysis on Baker, I had positive scores, to be honest with you. I thought there was tremendous upside. I did not think he was going to be a Johnny Manziel type. And Baker, Baker made some big throws in some games, but decision making, maybe it was pass protection. AFC North, you take a lot of big hits and dirty shots, especially Cincinnati Bengals. We all know the story of Vontaze Burfict and the criminals of the Cincinnati Bengals. Not to throw too much shade at my Bengals, but Chimera says, nah, you need variety. Rainbow Gatorade for the win. Did anyone else? All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. When I was younger, one of the things you used to do at fast food restaurants was called suicides. And you just took a little bit of you go up to the drink machine, and you just put a little bit of every single thing. Doesn't matter. You go to McDonald's, you got Coke, Sprite, Dr. Pepper, Powerade, Orange C, all of it. You put it all in, you drink that shit. Anyone else used to do that, or am I just a psycho? No answer. Okay, I'm going to take that as definitive psycho. Heard chat. But all right, guys, we're almost back here. We're at the start of the second quarter. Baltimore down 7 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We got a poll question. Will Bucks match a franchise record and make playoffs for 4 straight seasons? Yes or no? A local News Channel 8 question in Tampa Bay. Are they going to give us the results? I want to know the results. Or is this just so they can ask everyone? Whatever. All right, who we got out here for Baltimore? Is that Johnson again? Is that Anthony Brown? Josh Johnson still in there. Quick out throw to Laquan Treadwell. Makes a man miss and gets out of bounds. Laquan Treadwell, so when I went to training camp, guys, I'm not going to lie. Laquan did not look good in my opinion. Like his footwork looked slow and sloppy. He kept catching like the ropes and hitting cones. Like It just did not look like what I thought. But of course, his potential is like bigger guy, possible jump balls, you know. Chimera says, wait, that sounds fire, guys. You might be shitting your brains out. Ooh, blitz coming, picked up well by Mustafa. Outside run, Gordon tripped up, but it's going to be a first down. And guys, we've been talking about a lot. You know, the big ones. We've got some big camp battles, and one of those is going to be the interior offensive lineman. Does Baltimore carry a dedicated backup center, aka Mustafa? And of course, the Ben Cleveland saga at guard, who's getting a start at right guard, did not, and he missed a stunt earlier, which did not good. And of course, we have Lavalu getting the start at left guard, who has looked good all training camp and has actually been competing for the starting guard position even as a rookie with Simpson, the former Raiders guard. Johnson dropping back, picked up. Oh, and he gets hit from the right side. I'm going to guess Anthony Nelson on the pressure. Is that Daniel Falele out there? No. Daniel Falele, I think, is on the left. Yep. So number 74 on the outside here for the right side on for Baltimore. I think that's Sharp, who, in my opinion, does not have any chance of making the roster this season. So that's a guy that's not even on the roster bubble. He's at minimum headed to practice squad. For all my Ravens fans, let me know, are you going to be entering in the Ravens roster prediction due here in the next few days? Little screen. Melvin Gordon was not ready for the screen, and I'm honestly, guys, I think Baltimore will keep 4 running backs on the roster. Of course, J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, and Justice Hill. That leaves the final roster spot for Melvin Gordon versus Keith Mitchell. I am a heavy Keith Mitchell fan, the undrafted rookie free agent out of Eastern Carolina, and I really hope he ends up being our final halfback spot over Melvin Gordon. Again, for anyone joining in, thanks for joining in. And we always root for Isaiah Likely on this channel. CCU Chanticleer, shout out. 3rd and 10, big 3rd and 10 coming here for Josh Johnson. Delayed blitz coming. Johnson going deep. Oh, good jump ball attempt, but missed on the play. Isaac, it looks like, for the defensive effort on the Buccaneers. Trying to see who the receiver was. Great. Oh, that was Tylan Wallace, guys. For anyone that's watching the game, that was a sub 6 foot wide receiver get up like that. My God, did Wallace just get up? Ooh, that was some serious ups, guys. That's what you like to see. And like we talked about earlier, we love James Prochet on this channel. I've always been a very, very big supporter of James Prochet, especially on online chat boards. But man, Tylan Wallace, I gotta eat my words. I think I said something bad about Tylan Wallace last year. Like I don't think he's gonna be the guy. We got James Prochet and Devin Duvernay. Wallace is looking good this preseason. Like, let's see here. Chimera says I go Coke, Loganberry, cherry flavoring, and vanilla flavoring. What is Loganberry? What the heck is that? Brian says I like mixing Coke and Pepsi. Coke is a little hot. Pepsi is. Now let me ask. This is a Southern thing. Now, of course, I can't have peanuts because my girlfriend has a very deadly peanut allergy. But in the South, that's a big thing, putting like peanuts in your Coke. So you pop your Coke, you drop some salty ass peanuts in there, give it a minute, drink it. Don't knock it until you try it. I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen. It's a Southern thing. Anyone else sometimes dip their like McDonald's French fry in ice cream? The whole salty sweet thing. I know we a little crazy. We get a little off topic on the channel, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies. But of course, we're on a commercial break, so we just trying to make content. And for everyone that's hanging with me today, I greatly appreciate you. Let me do a double check that I haven't got any new followers. It appears my event list isn't updating properly. I don't know what's going on with that. We're going to try to double check that real quick. Okay, just Bebop and UC Queen still. So Bebop, if you're there, shout out to you, man, for the subscribe. I greatly appreciate you. Again, we're gonna give a shout out to UC Queen. I think UC Queen is one of my subscribers that dropped in from my shorts that I've been uploading. If you do Rocket League or Fortnite, we're uploading shorts in those categories. We might expand this stream into technically 3 different channels. But you got to have a strong short game, ladies and gentlemen. So we're trying to get the short game started. So shout out to UC Queen. Shout out to Shelly Hunt as well. My new subscribers to the channel. Bryant Culp said peanuts and Dr. Pepper. Oh, Culp, Bryant. I knew I liked you, my guy. I knew I liked you. Everyone knows me. I've always been a Dr. Pepper guy. Always. Love Dr. Pepper. Chimera says Loganberry is a local Buffalonian thing. Sweet, refreshing. Find it and try it immediately. You know what, Chimera? I'm telling you, if I'm ever up in the New York area, I'm immediately going to be looking for her. And we're trying to get my subscriber widget working again. Bear with me, guys, on that. Oh, Kyle Trask missing Trey Palmer on the play. Hey, I made it do it, I think. Maybe not. Nope, it's just doing those people. Why is it not doing it? Still not doing it. And by the way, to all those that are watching, we're working currently on our Discord channel as well to try to bring people together for the channel and our content creators together. I literally spent I don't know how many hours today yesterday, I'm sorry, working on my bots. So I've got like I think 6 different bots now in my Discord channel that I'm working creating with to try to make sure not only can we provide a great safe space for everyone to come together, have fun, share their interest and their passions, but as well as create great content not only for ourselves but our friends and collaborate just to make even better content. So be on the lookout for that. Um, Chimera says, "Have you ever had Baja Mountain Dew?" Oh, of course, man. The amount of times I've been to Taco Bell, I'm a huge steak quesorito fan. Oh, love me some steak, cheese, and rice. Mmm, your boy goes ham. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I got a Wendy's hack. You go get you. It used to be the 4 for $4, but now it's the $5 biggie bag. You get the crispy chicken BLT. Now, I'm not a fan of mayo and tomato, but I'll leave my tomato on. I take the mayo off. Now, here's the secret. You have to get your cheese changed from American to Asiago cheese. They have an Asiago chicken sandwich, but that bitch is like $8, $9 for the meal. So you get the $5 biggie bag, sub your cheese out for Asiago. They might charge you 50 cents for it. But I'm telling you, it takes the sandwich to the next level. Then, and also the chicken, even though, so at that point, you're getting that big $8, $9 sandwich for the $5, $5.50. But, and technically, if it's late night, guys, secret fast food fact here, the chicken is a different type of chicken and it cooks faster. So when they cook it to order late night, it takes way less time. Basically, half the time is the bigger cut for the $8, $9. So that's the difference. It is a little smaller, but the extra secret, you got to ask, when they ask you what kind of sauce for your nuggets, you got to tell them you want cheese sauce. Again, another 50-cent upcharge. So we're going to take this from a $5 biggie bag to a $6 biggie bag. But I'm going to tell you, That's the best $6 you ever spend. You're going to be so happy with that cheese sauce with your nuggets and your fries, especially if you get some really good salty fries. And I'm going to tell you, if I ever make it big, guys, that's going to be one of my meal deals. I'm doing a deal with Wendy's. We doing Levi's Biggie Bag. It's on record. Yep. Later, Bryant. Thanks for coming in, man. Man, I'm telling you, I'm hungry. I'm sitting here sipping on some adult beverages, and your boy is hungry now. I'm looking forward to dinner quite. And we are finally back here in the second quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 11:40. Baltimore going to get the ball. Oh, it does. Hopefully, if someone does, I get a new subscriber. Hopefully, my alert box will work correctly. If not, yell at me in chat, guys. Feel free to yell at me. Feel free to drop any type of critique. You're not gonna offend me. You can shit talk me a little bit. I ain't gonna be mad. You ain't gonna get banned unless you start saying some really like racist, homophobic, something that violates YouTube's terms of services. Then we're gonna have some discussions, okay? But I like to have fun a little bit, and I'm not someone that's easily offended. But Anthony Brown coming in, good pass. Charlie Kolar on the catch. We got to take another look here at the interior offensive linemen, see if this camp battle is going to continue. Carl Lar, so Mustafa Lavalu, Cleveland looks good. It looked like maybe Valu missed a late stunting blitz. First and 10 here for Anthony Brown. Brown having a rollout right, telling his receiver, and it's going to just be a run there on the play. Chimera says, bro, I got 18 free bottles of Baja Blast when I moved into my dorm the other week. 3 6-packs. Holy shit, Chimera. That reminds me when like Surge drink first came out. I will never forget. My brother was like, hey man, can I borrow your truck? And I was like dead asleep. I was like, yeah, sure. I gave him the keys to my truck. Didn't even realize because I didn't want to let him take it. He comes back later. He's like, yo, can you help me unload the truck, Levi? And of course, at that point, I snap out of my sleep. I'm like, yo, where did you take my truck? What did you load up? Like, whoa. Toss right here. Is that Keaton Mitchell? Oh, no, that's Wright. I'm not even sure who Wright is. But good run on the play. But my brother opens the back, and there is just like 20 plus 12 packs of Surge. Like we filled his closet bottom to top. My tongue was straight like stained yellow for weeks. It was insane. I don't even know what a Joel B is. Anthony Brown having a step up, running, and he's got the first down. Oh, ball comes out though. Uh-oh. Tampa Bay's got it. Rule Tampa's ball, and Tampa takes over with 9 minutes left. Anthony Brown Jr. runs up the middle and fumbles. You got it, young Rook. Come on, man. Come on, young man. Let's see. Oh, man. Great club by the Tampa Bay Buccaneer defender on the play. Merriweather, number 26 of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I got to be fair. I got to try to call as many names
Mic check. Huh. Guess I don't know what just happened, guys, but my soundboard or that does my mic boon and everything just cut out and it's not turning on. So apologize for the technical issues. I guess we're gonna switch to headset mode for the rest of the stream. I just heard like a click and it's not turning on now, so I don't know what's happening. I mean, we're headed for a PC rebuild here soon, so it'll be interesting. Can you hear me now though, Chimera? It's showing my mic's pinging. Okay, thank you. Yeah, apologize about that, guys. I don't know exactly what just happened. Like I said, my soundboard for my mic boom just cut off and cut out basically, and it's not turning on. So good thing we still have the backup option ready to go. Contingency plans, ladies and gentlemen, contingency plans. It's important. If we were actually in regular season mode, I would definitely have headset mode on and go into play calling mode where I try to predict the play calling of the Baltimore Ravens, or what I would have done in my opinion. Yeah, we got our soundboard here that attaches to our mic boom. I don't know what happened. But hand up, going up the middle and carrying a defensive lineman, it looked like, with him. But very interesting. One of the notes I'm making here, guys, is the interior defensive line does not look like they're getting the job done here with the backups. Oh, I see Brent Urban in there. But another run up the middle for like 8 yards. Ooh, that might start a scuffle. I'm glad Del'Shawn Phillips walking away, not taking that kind of late drive hit to the ground personal. I love to see that composure out of our players. Unlike Mark Andrews. I love Mark Andrews. I'm just noting the Washington Commanders incident where he body slammed the dude and kind of messed up his injury or his shoulder. But 3rd and 2, Kyle Trask coming out here. Let's see. Expect a quick pass here. Trips left for Tampa. Yep, little screen. Trask looking at the wheel route and overthrows his man. Jalen Armour Davis, though, with great coverage right on the wide receiver's hip. They tried to get a little bit of rub route there on the trips formation left with the wheel route, but picked up well by Jalen Armour Davis. Honestly, I'm liking what I see out of Jalen Armour Davis. I joked on some of the chats. If you were at Baltimore Ravens training camp at the stadium and you heard someone screaming Jalen Armour Davis or I expect big things out of you, that was your boy. Punt, though, going to get a return here from Tylan Wallace. Got us some space, right? Making people miss, still going, and looks like he's going to be down at the 42-yard line of the Ravens. So close to half field, and we're at 7:24. Baltimore and Anthony Brown probably coming back out for the Baltimore Ravens. And with that, sadly, we are back on commercial. But I'd love to see in chat. I don't have my official poll thing up in Streamlabs yet, but who thinks that? Well, let me see. Actually, I can probably actually get this. Let's see if we can make this work, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna try something new here with my cloud bot. So we're gonna try to start a poll. There it is. A poll has been opened. Will OBJ break 1,000 yards receiving this season? Mine, I believe the last time OBJ broke 1,000 yards receiving was 2019 when Todd Monken was the offensive coordinator of the Cleveland Browns at that time, while Baker Mayfield was there. So you can vote using exclamation point vote. Exclamation point vote 1 is going to be a yes. 2 is a no. So if you think OBJ will break 1,000 yards, vote 1. If you think he will not break 1,000 yards, vote 2. And I'm going to leave that open for a minute. And we'll put this back in chat. 1 is yes, 2 is no. And again, you must press exclamation point vote before you put your number to actually register your vote. And we'll see if we can get some votes here on the Streamlabs. And we'll keep that poll open as long as we're on commercial break. Man, we're definitely looking to see, though. Our Darius got pancaked earlier. Caillou Blue Kelly's getting abused by some of these more starting veteran wide receivers. Ben Cleveland got beat badly on a stunt left side on a 3rd and 8 earlier. Tylan Wallace continues to show up and look great. The interior defensive line seems to be struggling against the run game early. And, of course, Jalen Armour-Davis missed a tackle on a pass breakup earlier, but, man, was he fast on the breakup and sticky on that pass coverage. We're almost back here. Of course, I'm going to vote, so I'm going to do hash vote 1. And my vote just registered on my Streamlabs. Whenever I close the vote, it will publish the results here in the stream chat. So if you do go and vote, it will tell me, and I will be able to show, like, actually, numbers. You have to put exclamation point before it. If you look in the chat, you'll see them just like mine, Srick. I don't believe we play the Bucks this season. I believe we play Jacksonville. I'll double check here for you. Anthony Brown, good pressure, and slides on that time, gets down. Good job, young man. Looking at the sideline, what, coach? But yeah, you got to put an exclamation point, then vote, and then your number to get the vote actually counted in the Streamlabs poll, which I can basically publish here since, yeah, there we go. Chimera did it. Hey, now we got a vote from Strick on that. So we got 3 votes now on the poll. I'd love to have 8. I don't know if you could vote twice. We're about to find out, aren't we, Strick? Because you put it again. It's not showing me a second vote from you, Strick, so you cannot vote twice in the poll. Good try, though. Good try. But all right, big thing to watch here, guys, is again going to be the interior offensive line. So from left to right, Lavalu, Mustapher, and Ben Cleveland. These are the big camp battles we're looking at for the 53-man roster prediction that we'll cover here potentially at the end of the stream. Handoff to right looks pretty good, and that's going to be a game. Looks like a 6 on the play, bringing up maybe a 2nd and 4 with 6 minutes counting down here in the second quarter. So it looks like that's all the votes we're going to get. So we're going to close the poll. Complete the poll. 1 was the most voted option of the poll with a 66.6% repeating percent of the votes. Congratulations. OBJ will break 1,000 yards. It's the numbers, guys. It's just the numbers, Oh, and Wright making some good moves, still on his feet and running. That looked like a gain of 10 yards on the play. Brings up a 1st and 10 here for the Baltimore Ravens. Let's see. So we've opened another poll just to mess around here, guys. Will Lamar Jackson finish as MVP this season? We've got 4 answers you can choose from. 1, yes. 2, no. 3, it is way too early to vote. And 4, he's my MVP, no matter what. You can cast your vote with exclamation point vote and the number that you think. He's my MVP. All right. Anthony Brown messing around here, 2nd and 6. Changing, it looks like the play almost ran out of time. Looking, got a man on the right, and Kolar almost had it. Good coverage on the play. Oh, Chimera throwing hands with me saying he'll be the runner up for MVP. We're going to have to fight, man. Why you want to fight me? I'm joking, though. I know you can't go against your boy Josh Allen, so. Anthony Brown just a little behind Charlie Kolar on the throw, but great coverage by number 26 of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Third and 6, Anthony Brown. Pressure picked up well, floated a ball, and oh my gosh, off the hands of Ryan. Sean Ryan, number 82, who really doesn't have much shots of making the roster, but dropped a gimme. That is something I expect a high schooler to catch right there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Man. Man, what a drop. I don't even know what to say, guys. Like, I mean, it's a lot of backups, so I mean, what do you expect? But I don't ever like to see that out of our wide receiver room. I want even more good wide receivers. And with that, guys, Baltimore's field goal is good, bringing our score to Baltimore 10, Tampa Bay 14. And we're going to be coming back here after the commercial with 3:51. So Tampa Bay going to come out here doing a full, what's known as their 4-minute offense, more than likely. Maybe a little bit of no huddle, but basically they're trying to manage this 4 minutes. You're either trying to score fast enough that you leave them enough time to get the ball back, or again you take the full 4 minutes, leaving no time for them to really, which is ideally where I would like to do. Chimera says, Lord Allen shall burn brighter than a supernova. He will signal the beginning of the great Bills dynasty that will dwarf the Patriots in greatness. Good luck with that. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Like we talked about a little bit, Chimera, the Bills have a certain 3-year window. That changes with every draft pick, with every free agent pick. Can greatly change depending on a lot of things, but y'all are in a good 3-year window minimum right now. Oh, little squib kick going through the back of the end zone. I think I'm the only one allowed to start polls because I've built these polls already pre-stream into my Streamlabs. So, yeah, I don't think you can do anything other than vote, essentially. So we're going to close the poll and complete it just to have it done. There's a tie. He's my MVP and no. But like I said, we're playing around more Streamlabs. I don't know why the event board for subscribers and such isn't updating correctly. Ooh, pressure here on Trask, but he gets it away. Stiff arm. And Houston, I don't even know. A lot of nobodies in here for Baltimore, it looks like now. I guess they saw what they wanted to see out of some of these DBs, but I don't know. First and 10 here for Kyle Trask, 3:18 and ticking. Looks like they're definitely trying to use this clock. Play action, rolling left, throws it, and got a man. Malik Harrison in the coverage, but Jaquan Jarrett, number 18 for the Buccaneers, with a good catch on the left side. Malik Harrison, the linebacker, tailing. Let's watch this here. Great job seeing the crosser behind him, but Jarrett just a little too fast for him. But good instincts by Malik to know that crosser is coming behind him. Vaughn run up the middle and Now, this is one of those things I don't agree. The announcer's like, oh, Kyle Trask, talking like how good he is and how good he looks. I mean, don't get me wrong, he doesn't look terrible, but he's also missed some throws. Like, but he's got some good throws, so I guess, I don't know. Oh, handoff going up the middle, and looks like a gain of maybe about 3 on the play. And 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Looks like they're going to let this count down. And with that, we're going to get the 2-minute warning, meaning we're going to see finally the 2-minute offense. Or the 2-minute drill. But I'll definitely get you an invite, Chimera, here soon to the Discord channel. I'm just finishing up all the final details with it. Like I said, I've got like 6 bots set up right now. I'm trying to finish setting up permissions for the Discord channel and kind of thinking about different directions and things to do. I'm excited. I'm excited for it. All Access Sports Podcast Network. Sup, Darwin Ravens. It's 49 Ultimate Report. This is my NFL and sports channel. Hey, welcome in, Ultimate Report. Thanks for joining us, man. We're definitely, my Ravens are behind by 4 points. We've had some great notes already from these camp battles we're seeing by Baltimore. But we're also starting to see already some of the no names coming in for Baltimore that aren't even on the roster bubble. So that's a little sad to see. But shout out to guys, All Access Sports Podcast Network, a.k.a. 49ers Ultimate Report, a.k.a. John J. John, we did a show together, didn't we, earlier in the year? I'm trying to feel like we did. Before I ended up going ghost on everyone. But appreciate you, my guy. We're definitely trying to pay attention to the camp battles that are going on. I'm sure the 49ers have a similar thing where you can guess the final 53-man roster and, win some NFL swag. I think for the Baltimore Ravens this year, the swag is a Mark Andrews signed NFL jersey. So we're trying to get our final notes here to finalize the roster. We've identified essentially 48 minimum locks for the roster, leaving only like 5 positions open for the 53-man roster. So it's definitely going to be hard, man. I'm not going to lie. I do not want to let some of these guys go potentially on practice squad waivers, but we're deep. We're really deep. But one of the things, again, to be paying attention to, Patrick Ricard, our Pro Bowl fullback, has been taking snaps at the offensive line position at camp. I'm really interested to see how that's about to play out. Chimera says, Darwin, rank your top 5 current quarterbacks. Ooh, that's a little tough. I mean, you got to start Patrick Mahomes as my number 1. Number 2? Number 2, with the changes to Baltimore's wide receiver core and Todd Monken, I'm putting my boy Lamar Jackson number 2. Number 3, Joe Burrow. Number 4, got to be Josh Allen. Number 5, God, I think it's got to be Jalen. He's got to respect the NFC championships. I think it's kind of easy to name top 5 right now, in my opinion. And I think, of course, everyone's top 5 is going to kind of look similar to that, with, of course, a little bit of variation. Of course, you're going to rate Josh Allen a little higher. I feel like I'm being fair putting Lamar number 2. Of course, Raven fans might be a little angry at me for that, but I call it how I see it. We're not biased here on this channel. We have football fans. I know I need to get on your show, John Jay. I'm super excited about it. I'm working on starting the Instagram. I promise. We talked about a little earlier. I lost. Oh, Trask going deep. Looks at mullet in coverage. Yep. Devin Tompkins, 83, targeted for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 18, Mullet, I believe, for the Ravens on the coverage. Good coverage, a little overthrown. 4th and 7, so punt team coming out here for Tampa. But I'm working on getting the Instagram going, John Jay. I promise. I've been so slack on it. I'm literally getting ready to like photobomb Instagram, essentially. I'm going to upload so much content to try to draw on a wide variety of people. And then if I piss people off when I start moving to like more football and gaming and stuff like that, so be it. But Prochet with a fair catch right about the 14, it looks like. So Anthony Brown going to come out with get a 2-minute drill, basically. 2-minute offense with 141 here in the second quarter. But John, I'd love to get on the show with you, man. I try to drop into everything that I can. But I'm trying to get back with Joe Stevens too with our Seahawks Talk collab that we were doing for a podcast. But I might have to trade off Monday night for something different. I'm also trying to get a few different things going. I've got a show I'd love to get going called what I call Around the Bay. And I call it Around the Bay because, of course, we have the Chesapeake Bay and you have, your bay in the San Francisco. Anthony Brown, little dump off to Melvin Gordon and tackled Yaya Diaby. One of the guys we highlighted in our defensive draft special, getting some love here by the announcers here. Love seeing that. So Chimera says his number 1, Mahomes. Number 2, Burrow. Number 3, Allen. Hurts, number 4. Lamar, number 5. And I ain't even mad at you, Chimera, for putting my boy number 5. It's just one of those ones where I understand you got to see the rebound. And of course, he has not played in a preseason game, so you ain't seen shit yet. But fingers crossed, this is the best Baltimore offense I've ever seen. I'm excited about coordinator. I'm excited about the wide receivers. I'm excited about the tight end. I'm excited about everything on our offense. And I'm usually got something where I have tempered expectations. This is one of those years. I'm like, barring injury. And I appreciate that 49ers Ultimate Report. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. I've been working hard on my YouTube short game, uploading a bunch of game clips from Fortnite and Rocket League, just trying to boost my general views. It has resulted in, I think, 10,000 unique views dropping into my channel, as well as 10 plus subscribers over the past 28 days, which is pretty good growth for the channel in general. We're quickly approaching our 200 subscriber mark, which we're really excited about. That would mean we're almost a quarter of the way to hitting potential monetization goal. Anthony Brown on the 2nd 15 after a penalty and runs up the middle and slides. Going to get some of that back, but 3rd and probably long coming up here for the Ravens. Anthony Brown hanging his head a little bit. I'm a little sad to see the young man putting his head down. Keep your head up, young man. This ain't the end of your NFL journey. I think it's pretty clear, though, Josh Johnson's probably going to be, no matter what, QB3, beating out Anthony Brown, who showed some definite, potential. Yeah, there's weird games you can play, too, if I remember correctly. Very interesting, by the way. Since I have StreamBot up, everyone is gaining loyalty. Add points to all viewers. We're going to add 100 points to all viewers currently in the channel. Let's see if it does it. It said it queued it, but it's not doing it. Interesting. Okay, so it says it pays out 5 minutes. So in 5 minutes, everyone should get some loyalty points. Giveaways. All right, Anthony Brown gets it off. That's going to be Melvin Gordon tackling. I think it's very interesting. We're not seeing Keaton Mitchell at all. Is he injured? I got to double check if he's. I'm pretty sure he's active tonight. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to try something here in chat, guys. We'll see if it works. Hash heist. Let's see if it works for anyone that's in my chat. Ahoy! Captain Darwin's Ravens trying to get a crew together for a treasure hunt. Tap/heist and an amount to join. Everyone has at least, I think, 1 point. I don't even know if I can join my own. And a good return here by the special teams returner on the punt. But Tampa's going to get this ball back with 59 seconds for another chance to score. Ahoy, Chimera has joined the treasure hunt. I don't know what it is either, honestly. I'm trying out some new game stuff you can do with StreamBot. Geno Stone, great coverage. Or no, I'm sorry, that's not Geno Stone. 29. I don't remember who that is, to be honest with you. No huddle, though, from Tampa. Second down coming. I think you're supposed to be able to play like a little mini game. Trask stepping up, going deep. Got a man and overshoots him. Whoo, close one. Yeah, you should let me know if it does anything for you, Chimera. I'm kind of interested. I don't understand 100% how it works. But it's supposed to let you play like a little game potentially against people for loyalty points in the stream. Oh, run up the middle on a draw on 3rd and 7. And 29 seconds and counting. We should see a spike here by Trask, but it looks like they're trying to get a playoff. Expect a deep shot here on the end zone. You got trips right. They are taking way too long to get this snap off. 12 seconds and counting. What is going on right now? I guess the spike incoming. Yep, spike, and with 3 seconds, the kicker's coming out here for Tampa to try to make this a 7-point game. Actually, Chimera, yes, I have played Jackbox games. I would love to do that on stream eventually soon, too. But actually, I recently played it at a house. Apparently, Chimera beat me at the heist, and he escaped, celebrates a victory with a chest full of gold and a belly full of rum. Congrats to Chimera. I want to see now if your loyalty points went up. Yeah, Chimera's got 158 points, loyalty points in the channel. Woo! And with that, Tampa is going to take the lead now, 17-10 going into the half, guys. You know, Baltimore definitely doesn't look like they have that same moxie with that 24-game win streak, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's see. Do we have some other... I'm going to try another one here, a game for any of my viewers that are dropping in. Let's see if it works. Yeah, Chimera, it's a great game to have like some drinks, play with like friends in a light party situation. I don't know if the slots game's going to work. Let's see. See if that works. Doesn't look like it's showing anything. I just enabled these commands, so they might not work in my stream, but I'm going to try them as well. Doesn't look like they're going to work, sadly. Oh, it worked! Streamlabs, answer me. So you can ask the Magic Streamlabs 8-ball a question by doing exclamation point 8-ball and then putting your question. So 8-ball. Who will win NFL MVP 2023? Let's see if it answers me. We got AI in our Streamlab bots now, potentially. Answer me, 8-ball. Doesn't look like it's going to answer me. / cry. What? Huh? Oh, yeah, probably. I don't know. It told me. I said / who. It said, I don't know, PogChamp. Yeah, we're trying some new stuff here ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if it works for you, Chimera. I don't know like what kind of questions you can ask. Let's see if we can change some preferences here. I don't know. I don't know what the try hard is and all that, and PogChamp. It's kind of funny. I can add my own custom answers to it as well. Asked it another question. Is Josh Allen better than Patrick? I don't know. Try hard. Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't have my new custom emotes in my stream channel yet. We're trying to get those added. I've got a bunch of new emotes that we recently added to our Discord channel, but I haven't got them moved over to our YouTube channel yet. So sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to add some more stuff. We're trying to get better. When my school money comes in, we're potentially headed for a complete rebuild of the PC. So with that, hopefully we can output at a higher bit rate, up the FPS of the stream, as well as potentially do some more, like gaming and video content, because I'll be able to do video editing better. He isn't now, but he sure as hell can be. I just wish y'all would have done more for Josh Allen, to be honest with you. That's my biggest problem. We talked a little bit, Chimera, in the postseason. Y'all needed, I think, to address a little bit of your interior offensive line, and I don't know if you really did it enough. I'd have to go back and look at your draft class a little bit, but I don't think you really, went after it. I want y'all to take a look at this too. This was my notes from the NFL draft coverage as we were watching the picks unfold, with names, positions, trying to keep track of every single player as well as every team's needs, what they were filling the needs with. Yeah, it was ruthless watching the draft and doing my draft analysis. And I'm already excited for next year's draft. I'm already planning next year's draft coverage. I would love to be live from the draft at one point, but that might be a little too hard to do. But big goals for next season. I was trying to find My winners, losers, more so. Which I don't know. I guess all those notes are buried away or somewhere else. I got way too many notes on everything, to be honest with you. Way too many notes. We did a lot of combine coverage too. Chimera said we signed some free agent O-line in addition to. Oh yeah, I forgot y'all did get Cyrus Torrance. Cyrus Torrance, not really known, if I remember correctly, for his pass coverage or pass protection in college, but a huge run blocker. Just a huge human being. He was, I believe, the highest rated guard before Andrew Voorhees went down at the combine with his injury. So I mean, that's a great pick. I kind of forgot about him. My apologies on that. I'm like trying to actually like now look at this. Let's see. So Buffalo, tight end guard, linebacker, wide receiver guard. Okay. So y'all actually addressed interior offensive line twice in the draft. If I remember correctly, too, I don't see my full notes, but or for some reason I'm missing some of your picks. But if I remember the linebacker choice y'all got in the draft was known for his pass coverage, so that was a great choice. Shorter, was that the tight end y'all drafted? Which tight end was one of the early needs we identified when we were doing our what do we call it technically? I'm sorry, I forgot my own series name. The off-season plan when we were doing the off-season predictions, and if we were in the GM seat of that team, what we would have done. It's a great series. Definitely go check it out in my playlist if you haven't already. We covered not only the Baltimore Ravens, of course, at that time, but several other teams. Yeah, I'd have to look at y'all's draft class again. I'm actually going to as well. I don't think we've got any new subscribers. I'm trying to keep an eye on that. Buffalo Bills draft class. Chimera says, imagine Josh Allen with the Eagles O-line. That's fucking terrifying. You're not wrong. Honestly, the Eagles lost a good bit in free agency, and we, were expecting them to maybe take a step back. But I'm going to be honest with you. They were one of the teams that nailed their draft, in my opinion. I think they got excellent value all throughout the draft. And you got to be worried a little bit about them. Like, do not sleep on them. And I think they took that huge of a step back. So, of course, Buffalo Bills took Dalton Kincaid number 1, Cyrus Torrance number 2, Dorian Williams. Yep, if I remember, Kansas linebacker. Again, guy known for his pass coverage potential. Or is that the Florida kid? No, that was someone else. Justin Shorter, the wide receiver, a good slot guy. Nick Broker, didn't know much about him, the 7th round pick. And Alex Austin, if I remember, that wasn't Oregon State. I think it was a smaller college, the cornerback. But I love the 1st round pick, Dalton Kincaid, excellent, awesome. Cyrus Torrance, awesome. Dorian Williams is going to do a great job coming in beside Milano. And, after that, Shorter, I think it's going to be a good value pick. Alex Austin could develop into a great depth corner. So Buffalo had a pretty good draft. Chimera says, I'm hoping for a Bills versus Cowboys Super Bowl, but Bills versus Eagles would be sick too. I think people are going to have a hard time getting the Eagles off the throne. It's going to be hard. And again, they got a great backup now in Tanner McKee, the former Stanford quarterback. I'm like, where? Oh, my damn. Okay, that was my mock draft. It's just like I sit in here, I'm like, I know I'm missing a fucking page of my draft notes, and it's driving me absolutely nuts. Yeah, the fact that they got Nolan Smith, who was originally considered potentially a top 10 pick, and then also Jalen Carter, should make any quarterback in the league have a little shiver. And it's not like they were short on pass rushers last year. They literally took Robert Quinn from the Bears and had him as a fourth or fifth stringer situational pass rusher. And of course they lost Hargrave, but that's going to be where Jalen Carter comes back in. Yeah, hold on. And then, of course, they went heavy on frickin' Georgia with Kylie Ringo. Again, a first-round corner potentially that fell. I want to talk about this for a minute. So, yeah, number 9, they got Jalen Carter, defensive tackle who destroyed Ben Cleveland of the Baltimore Ravens in our preseason game against him. Then we got Nolan Smith with pick 30, which, again, top 15 potentially talent. Then they went and got Tyler Steen, their third-round pick, who's an offensive tackle out of Alabama, who was one of my highly touted right tackles that we covered in pre-draft coverage. To continue this draft steal by the Eagles, they went and got Sidney Brown, one of the highly touted safeties out of Illinois that we talked about, again, pre-draft special. Kyle Ringo, the cornerback out of Georgia, who's got some pretty good upside, but there might be some serious holes in his game. They then went and got Tanner McKee, the quarterback out of Stanford, who I freaking, everyone had like the third best quarterback in the draft, maybe fourth best. And then Moro Ojomo, which actually he might have got cut or injury settlement, but he's another defensive tackle that we did some coverage of in our pre-draft special. A big defensive tackle out of Texas, a lot of physical raw strength. Think more of the run stuffer while Jalen Carter can provide some of that pass rush for Philly. Then they're able to retain some of their free agents. Just, I'm telling you, Philly's bad boy, like energy. I hate to even be that person. Bad news. Currently not busy friends to play Jackbox with. Aw. Which means good news, can stay here for a while. Well, thanks for staying, Chimera. We greatly appreciate you here. I know here in the second half of this game, things are kind of honestly getting a little boring. Looks like we still got some starting offensive linemen, or the key backups, I should say, for Baltimore in there. So definitely got to keep an eye on that. Man, I am like upset. I want to know where my freaking some of my draft grades are, because I did draft grades immediately after. Okay, yep, there is my first round notes. Or first and second, I think. Day 1 and 2 notes, basically, before we switched over to our other stuff. Yeah, here's the good one. Okay. Yeah, my immediate hashtag gotta pay attention to winners when I was doing my draft coverage. Detroit made some good picks. Pittsburgh made good picks. Philly made good picks. Houston made good picks. Seattle made picks. I also had a big eye on Tennessee and New York for some of their picks. I wish I had my later day pickups, but blitz coming, and Anthony Brown going to get sacked here on the 3rd and 8. Hopefully we'll get a replay of that. I want to see where it looked like we got beat up the middle. So where was the hole on the interior offensive line there? Oh, kind of left, right. Split sack, though. Oh, Palmer fumbles on the punt. Muffs it, I should say, and still going to retain possession, though. We got a late flag coming out, though. Yep, and actually, Chimera, that is on my list. I've got like a list. So the ideas that I've been throwing around that I kind of want to do. Of course, now I gotta find it. I'm like, where is the? There they are. So of course, I have what I call the Around the Bay series that I want to do, which I want you to think of. Oh, I'm trying to remember the panel show I'm thinking of on ESPN. God, around the horn. Thank you. Sorry. So I'm thinking like Around the Bay in the style of Around the Horn, where I run a panels talk show series with maybe 4 people per week, where we discuss, various different things, mostly NFL, but maybe a little bit here and there of, some other sports content. Just keep it lighthearted, funny, just think Around the Horn if you've ever watched it on ESPN. Uh, of course, we want to be streaming maybe 2 to 3 games a week. So of course, the weekly Baltimore game, as well as if we're not in prime time, potentially 1 to 2 of the primetime games. I'm generally trying to keep my schedule up where I'm not overlapping really with Grossi too much. Of course, I want to do fantasy football as well as weekly predictions. So that's where that ties into that. So basically, cover everything fantasy football before lineups get due and do our weekly predictions, win-loss predictions. And then finally, I want to do a kind of comedy series, what I nicknamed Commissioner of the AFC North. Again, think what was his name? We talked about him earlier. My apologies. You said the name for me. The guy who does the funny, the Taylor Swift jokes and all that. But basically, acting as a commissioner in charge of the entire AFC North division. So basically, kind of like reviewing and talking, highlighting certain things that happened in the AFC North. If the Browns get blown out, sitting there just staring down the Browns as the commissioner of the AFC North. Really, guys? Really? You lost to the 0-15 Rams? Really? It's the AFC North, right? Right? We like the best division of football. You making us look bad. And just like doing kind of funny comedy skit deal. And that's because like with school and everything else going on, and I've entered into an entrepreneurship competition program at the college where I can pitch for up to $10,000 to help my entrepreneurship idea. Oh yeah, fun fact. They do not keep track of the money. So the $10,000 is just yours. If you use it for the business or not, doesn't matter. And that's like, I'm like, that's why all these young, dumb kids are here pitching really stupid ideas. Their professor probably told them, you can just keep the money and not do anything with it. But of course, if we get that money, we got lots of plans to do with this stream. Which, maybe I'd invest in some better, if at that point, again, if it's about something else, maybe I'd invest in some better podcast and audio recording equipment, especially if I'm doing the NIL marketing agency. I'm really excited. I've got to set it up, but I've got a meeting that I'm going to be doing with one of the heads of the entrepreneurship college, who is basically, we don't have an NIL compliance officer yet for the college, but he does advisement for the athletes of NIL deals. And I'm thinking about trying to talk with him about helping me start my NIL and marketing agency, essentially. So very excited about that. But with all that and the content that we're trying to do on the channel, as well as, spousal duties in a relationship, we got a lot on the plate, that's for sure. Yeah, definitely a Chimera. A new PC would help a lot. We've already actually priced out the build, which I'm super excited for. I'm not gonna lie. Another thing, gaming wise, I would love to do is VR content. I would love to be able to get my PC good enough to run VR. Oh, missed tackle on the play, and another first down. We're doing a test subscriber, so it is working. Let me see. I'm going to check my analytics real quick on YouTube. Bear with me for a minute here. Sit2 tally got 136 watching. Did Ingram cut his stream? Wow, Ingram cut his stream? Yeah, it looks like he cut the stream already. That's probably why we had a little bit of an influx of viewers here and there. Sip2 tally still going hard on his live. And I'm sure everyone already knows in this channel, but Sip2 Tally, aka Coach, is a Baltimore Ravens content creator. You know, I'm trying to eventually get in with him and talk, maybe a guest on some of his shows. And also, a lot of people know Ingram Raven, probably one of the I think the biggest Baltimore Ravens content creator out there. Puts out a lot of good content, a lot of daily content. Definitely one of the channels that we're looking at and trying to, you know, don't want to say emulate because I don't want to step on his toes or do anything that he's doing. You know, it's just that's just disrespectful. But take some advice, kind of, you know, learn, I should say. But Tampa Bay here, sorry to get back onto the game here in the red zone, sitting on the 6-yard line, went second and goal, 10 minutes here in the third. If we get another score, honestly, we might go ahead and cut the stream ourselves just because, like we already mentioned a little bit, a lot of the starters are not in the game anymore. I'm not even seeing a lot of the roster bubble guys out here anymore. Case in point, middle linebacker Christian Welch is in there. Offensive line is going to have to continue to play a little bit to protect these young guys, but I think this is kind of over to a certain degree. I was really excited and hoping to see, you know, Lamar Jackson tonight, but we saw a lot of good stuff. We've got like 8 or 9 highlighted notes here from the game. For anyone that is a Ravens fan, oh, Kyle Trask going deep, but misses his man deep. We will, instead of doing our 53-man prediction, we will actually upload a video here when after we of course submit our own. So if anyone copies ours, we can win the tiebreaker by time. But we will have our full 53-man prediction video up here either today or Monday, or tomorrow or Monday. Apologies. We've talked about it here a little on the channel. I've had to go from like going to sleep at 6 a.m. to being up at 6 a.m. because I have an 8:30 a.m. calculus class. But, oh, and whistle on the play. Got a flag, blown dead. Trying to see where this is going. Trying to look at these defensive players. Oh, God. False start on the offense. Chimera, get out of here. It's preseason. Ain't nobody care. Unless we have a 24-win game win streak. Then everybody cares. That game probably set viewership records for a preseason game, to be honest with you. But third and goal upcoming here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 9:30 ticking in the third. Ball now backed up at the 16-yard line. So this is a 3rd and 16 or 8 to get to goal. trips right for Buccaneers here. Trask looking right, taking a short throw, a slant, and got it, but definitely going to be a way short on the play. Field goal unit coming out for the Buccaneers. 9-18 and ticking here. Buccaneers looking to go up 20-10 on Baltimore. And, honestly, guys, I think tonight I might call it just because, again, this is preseason. At this point, even the roster bubble players aren't even really in anymore. I look forward here to actually, let me double check one more thing here before I hop off. Oh, Ryan Jensen's out for the year on injured reserve. That's a huge hit for the Buccaneer fans. ALW goaded. How know anything on Humphrey? Oh, I'm so I was talking about this on the 49ers morning coffee show, which I wasn't able to put to my channel. But from my understanding, Humphrey is going to miss a few weeks, meaning he could miss potentially the first 2 games of the season, which is going to be a huge blow to Baltimore. But it also is going to give guys like Jalen Armour, Davis, potentially Ronald Darby, Rock Yasin, Pepe's Demarius Williams is headed for IR, sadly, with an ankle injury and the ankle surgery. But yeah, our Darius Washington's played well. You got Mullet. Caillou Blue Kelly has been getting abused today. I'm a little worried if he's gonna have to play at any point for us this season. He was getting blown around by number 2 wide receivers and number 3 wide receivers tonight. So you really got to be careful of that. But we're expecting Humphrey to potentially miss the first 2 games. Thanks for dropping in, ALW Goated, by the way. I believe you're one of our newer subscribers. We're going to have the official 53-man roster prediction here on a video. Either later tonight, more than likely tomorrow, actually. I'm sorry. So later tomorrow, be on the lookout for that. Of course, the Ravens have a 53-man roster prediction contest with the deadline coming soon. If you want to get involved in that, check it out. There's a Mark Andrews autographed jersey up for grabs. Tiebreaker for the contest is time submitted, so the earlier you get your submission in, the quicker. But Goated, we were discussing earlier here in the stream, I've got at least 48 to 49 players locked for the roster, meaning we got only 4 or 5 roster spots potentially open. With that being said, there's some pretty serious battles going on here, I feel like. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get to my fantasy real quick. We're trying to get fantasy football going this year, so anyone that would like to join in for fantasy football, send me a message on Twitter. You can find me at Darwin's Raven 20. Should be basically the same picture I have here on YouTube, so you shouldn't be able to miss it. But we're trying to get some more people here for fantasy football. I don't care if I have to play in like 4 different leagues. We're going to be trying to do that. I'm looking right now. Man, it looks like we only have me and you, Chimera, so far. It looks like. So Darwin's Raven and the Revenite. I like the name, by the way. So if you shoot me a message or a comment on Twitter, fantasy football, we'll make sure to get you an invite sent out. I've got to go back to my TikTok videos as well and find people. And I think I've got a YouTube short as well. Chimera says before we get out of here, oh yeah, Bill's wide receiver room has a battle right now. All of them played well during the preseason. Not sure who to cut. Yeah, I know. I feel bad. I think like James Prochet might be the odd man out in the Baltimore Ravens wide receiver room. And I have a lot of faith in the young man, even though he had a few issues earlier this. Bad pass. Yeah, man, we got like nobodies in there right now. These guys that are in for Baltimore aren't even roster bubble players anymore. This is just, hey, let's get out of here. Start getting iced up. Get on the plane. Get some food in your stomach, guys. And we'll see you at practice. So. Again, with that being said, guys, we're getting ready to head out here. I want to thank anyone and everyone that dropped in here. Big shout out, of course, to Chimera, who was here from start to finish. That's why he's got that little moderator symbol next to his name, because I've got good faith in that. Chimera is always looking out for my channel, and of course, I'm going to be looking out for his channel to the best of my ability as well. But we'll be back. We're going to schedule tomorrow, hopefully, the rest of the games live for the rest of the season. Look forward to not only potential gaming shorts coming up, but of course our regularly planned Baltimore Ravens content that we are trying to get on. We're also going to be trying to do a lot more shorter videos, talking just NFL news content and Baltimore Raven news and content, similar to what Ingram Raven videos does. Yeah. And of course, I'm getting ready to think about wrapping up the stream, and we're starting to ramp up views again. Maybe because probably I think the other streamers are probably cutting their streams as well, I think. Hey, my boy Siptoot Tally, though, still going strong, 132 videos. I shouldn't really be shouting out to other Baltimore Raven content creators in my channel, but shout out to them. Hey, Oak Squirrel coming back in. First times this season. Welcome back, Oak Squirrel. Man, y'all killing me, man. I'm thinking about ending the stream, and y'all starting to drop in on me. What am I to do? My girlfriend's trying to play some Fortnite, it looks like. New season of Fortnite drop. And I'm sorry, guys, we're not talking much football right now, but like I said, the roster bubble guys aren't even in the game anymore for the Baltimore Ravens. I guess the coaches have seen enough. And of course, with that, my viewership's dropping back down. Oh, that felt good on my neck. But Oak Squirrel, thanks for dropping back in, man. We're gonna be again trying to get this stream really going again, hopefully this season. We don't really know where the direction's going with school and everything. As long as school is going smoothly for me, I plan to keep producing content. And we talked a little bit earlier that we're going to be rebuilding the PC here very soon. I've got some school money that's coming back to me, and I'm thinking about taking a good chunk of that, like maybe like $1,500, and building my PC from scratch. I've got a custom built PC, but I did not build it, so this will actually be my first time building my PC, and I might document my journey on that as well, because why not? But oh, I'm glad to hear it's fire. I don't really play a lot of Fortnite, like I think I told you, but my girlfriend got into Fortnite because we're always looking for games to play together, And fourth down cup coming for the Ravens, the punt coming out again. So this game's kind of over, it looks like, for the Baltimore Ravens. But for the final time, guys, thank you everyone for dropping in tonight. Thank you anyone, my new subscribers, anyone that dropped comments. All our fellow content creators, we support everyone here. Why do y'all keep doing this to me? I literally get to 2 or 3 viewers and I'm like, you know what? Let's wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. And then I jump to like 5 or 6 viewers. Y'all killing me. I'm trying to go play Fortnite with the girlfriend and create clips. Hey, Joy Space says, hey, wrong chat, but I hit the like button. What do you mean wrong chat? How's there even a wrong chat? But welcome in, Joyce B. Man, y'all killing me right now. I was thinking about cutting my stream because, like I said, roster bubble players aren't even in at this point, and y'all coming in strong now here at the end, killing me. But welcome, Joyce B. Who's your team, Joyce? Am I saying that correctly? LOL, I was watching Cheaters. Is Cheaters another content creator? Chimera says, no, Darwin, you stay. Is Cheaters another Baltimore content creator that I don't know about? I know Ingram, of course. I know Sip Tutalio, a.k.a. Coach. But I'm always looking for more Baltimore Raven content creators. Hey, okay, I'll have to... Well, I'm literally going to look him up right now. I should not be doing this while I'm live, probably looking at other people's channels, but, you know, I ain't a snood. But thank you for the like, Joyce. If you drop back over to them, totally understand it. Wait, it's the show Cheaters? I'm so confused. Is Cheaters like a TV show? Oh, Joyce is one of my newer... Yep, sorry. All right, I got to ask while I got people in chat. Did anyone else see Breaking Bad Season 2 or whatever? Breaking Bad 2 trailer dropped today. I'm thinking about doing a video tonight reaction-wise. But did anyone else see it? But I was watching the post-game of Dan Campbell. Okay. I see you. By the way, guys, I might not be streaming next week. For you, those that aren't aware, hurricane is whatever it is forming and heading towards our area currently, the Tampa Bay and Fort Myers area. According to the European model, going to hit us at Category 3 or higher. And I'm telling you guys, and here in Fort Myers, we are still recovering from Hurricane Ian. During Hurricane Ian, I didn't have power for 3 days and I didn't have water for a week. Thankfully, I was properly prepared for everything and at a high rise, more inland, so we were okay here. But there are people that still have not gotten their houses fixed from Hurricane Ian. And now we have another hurricane bearing down on us. And pray for these people. Like, some of them are pretty stupid. They might deserve it, but, you know, I never wish ill will on anyone. Joyce says, yes, people cheat and get caught and was watching Lions playback. I'm a Michigan fan. Okay. So we took your defensive coordinator, aka our old linebackers coach, who I was very excited to get him. Big catch there for Tampa Bay and first down. Yeah, man, I don't know about y'all. I can't stand cheating. Like, that's a big thing for me. I've been cheated on. Like, I've been the guy the girl cheated like on her guy with. Both made me feel fucking horrible. So why would you ever want to instill that pain on another human being? Like, I don't get it. It's, you know, I know it's just like me, but like that's just one thing, man, I take super seriously. So that's one of those ones I might have to hit my girlfriend on and tell her about it, because she kind of likes reality drama shows a little bit. But wow. Season 1, episode 71 aired 5 days ago with 245,000 views. Shout out to Cheaters. But yeah, there's nothing to say about this game, guys. These are third, fourth string, and maybe at best potential practice. Wait, Ojabo's still out there? Why did they put Ojabo in? They're trying to get him a free sack here in the preseason. Pay attention, Ojabo on the right, spin move on the left tackle, stunt, gets rushed out of the pocket, but fights hard to get the first down. Nichols, Welch. Joyce says, "LOL, I watch some reality shows, but it's an old show." Okay, okay. My girlfriend is a huge Survivor fan, actually. She loves Survivor. We watched The Circle together. Trying to think some other shows we watched together. But have a blessed night, Joy. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for hitting that like button. I greatly appreciate it. And have a wonderful evening. Good luck to your Lions. I think y'all had a great draft. Oh, Baltimore is challenging the ruling on the field. I'm going to take a peek at Coach's channel real quick. Congrats to Coach, by the way. You know, we're going to do Coach a big solid. Coach is trying to get to 175 likes on his channel. He's at 154 right now. I'm live on my channel. I should not be in any other YouTube channel, especially someone that's like technically kind of competition to me. But we're going to hit that fucking like button for Coach. You too. Dan Campbell says we keep biting kneecaps. I wish y'all the best, man. I really do. And see, it's one of those ones I would love to be talking football right now with Coach and all them. Like, I wish I had fellow Baltimore Raven content creators that I could talk with when I'm streaming, to be honest with you. But it's, you know, Baltimore, we're a small market team. There's not a lot of content creators that could talk Baltimore football. You gotta love, someone said it best. Harbaugh's out here challenging calls in the fucking preseason. What is up with that? But all right, we gotta close his channel. I think my game just froze. Nope. But I'm pretty excited. We're doing about the same or better than our Washington Commanders pregame season, which is pretty cool. We're at about the same amount of likes. Really cool. And somehow I've got 2 likes on my pre-scheduled Ravens Texans video, so I'm very excited about that. It's always good to have you know, those pre videos. Hmm. Joyce says you got to stay with it. Since the market is slow, you be the one to make big things. I mean, you might be right. Ingram's the model here on the channel. You know, Ingram's got, God, how many freaking subscribers? He is the go-to Baltimore Ravens content creator. So we're trying to be like Ingram in a sense. I'm trying to stay with it. It's a little hard for preseason because, man, like I said, these are meaningless snaps at this point. There is nothing going on. This game is essentially over and done, and there's no value. Trash, gonna throw it away. Yeah. All right. I am actually calling the stream. I'm down to one viewer. Again, the game's kind of close to done. Shout out to Joyce B for dropping into my channel, hitting that like button, and just in general giving me some chat and comments and keeping me engaged. I truly appreciate it, Joyce. I enjoy talking to people, so I love when people come in my chat and talk. I do have a little bit of a bad tendency getting off topic. I'll talk about anything and everything. If you've got a passion, I'll talk about it with you. Another first down here for the Buccaneers. We're in the final 2 minutes of the third. Buccaneers look like they're heading to score again. But all right, good night, Chimera. Good night, Joyce. Good night, everyone that came in. If you come in later to watch, again, thank you. I doubt anyone's coming in later to watch the old live streams, but y'all are all wonderful people, and I hope y'all all have blessed evenings. With that, D-Rave out, Raven Flock, Raven Nation, and best of wishes to anyone that has to face us this year. Lamar Jackson.